Listen, I might be many things, but one thing I'm not, and that I really hold myself to a certain standard about, is that I'm not fake. And every time that I've been called out for being fake on this channel or on social media, I've always come with receipts. And when I spoke about divestment, and when I responded to a very male-identified black woman who felt confident enough to fix her mouth to say some fucking vile, disgusting, racially degrading comments to a white woman who right now is very fashionable to attack on social media, and her crime is to call out men, white men and black men, calling out Dylan Mulvaney. He's a white man, and apparently she called out black men. And this fucking woman thought and has gotten so comfortable because of the terms of engagement that have been created in our current scene online that it is all fucking good to go open season on white women. As you know, the attacks that I see on white women who apparently are supposed to bear the whole burden of racism, of the history of slavery, of every negative thing that's ever gone on between white and black people, period, when really a lot of it is men. It is weird. So when I called out that woman, a lot of you misunderstood me to think that I was calling out all black women. I was calling out male-identified black women. And more specifically, male-identified black women who will sit there and attack and drag and spit vitriolic, racialized hatred towards a white woman for daring speaking on black men, when white women have our own experiences with black men, and women don't need to ask anyone's permission to speak about any criticism to do with a man. And that level of just blind loyalty is it's crazy. So no, that wasn't speaking to every black woman. That was speaking to male-identified black women. I have defended black women on this channel time and time again, the same way that I've defended lesbian women. And I've defended groups of women that I'm not a part of. But I will also criticize people where I see fit. I don't follow the rules of engagement set by liberal media and liberalism. Sorry, I'm not with that shit. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and self-flagellate over bullshit things like cultural appropriation. When we live in an increasingly integrated world, cultural diffusion is natural and inherent to every society on earth. Cultural appropriation is a bullshit idea that has gotten so spun out of control. This idea of black fishing, as if white fishing doesn't exist. Like, look at Lil' Kim. Look at look at Michael Jackson. What are you talking about? The shit. But that's just in general. People fetishize each other all the time. The idea that only white women fetishize mixed children. What are you talking about? I have talked to so many black women, yo. My boyfriend is super light skinned. He's basically white looking. How many black women have gone after him so that they could have babies with good hair? And that's exactly what they say. It goes both ways. I will call out white women who are racist. Of course I will. I'm more interested in the real issues that affect black women. I have spent many years trying to build bridges with black women. A lot of black women don't want to accept my allyship, and that is all good. If you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you either, yo. I'm not begging for anyone's friendship. Many black women fuck with me. Many black women fuck with me, and those are the black women I fuck with. But I'll still fight for you regardless. We don't have to fuck with each other for me to fight for you. I'm still going to fight for you. Okay? And I'm still going to... I don't ask anyone's permission to speak. Like, anybody who comes on here and is going to try to dictate what I'm allowed to say on my own channel, you have come to the wrong place. You have me all the way fucked up. If you have an issue, make a video about it. Okay, respond. But no one's going to tell me I can't speak my mind. I can't. No, what affects black women affects me. I don't need to justify why I care about black women. And that doesn't mean I need to be best friends with every black woman. That doesn't mean I need to agree with every black woman. That doesn't mean I need to be spoken over by every black woman. I will speak, and I will let others speak. The reason that I decided to put together the event on Thursday, like I said, a panel of only black women to speak, was because a black woman asked me to put together a panel, to use my platform to give black women a chance to speak. So what did I do? That same day, I fucking put together a panel, or I opened it up. Black women, lesbian women, any woman has a right to speak on my channel, has a right to a voice on my channel, but you're not going to take my voice away. You don't want to participate, that's all good. I had some other women come and tell me that they look at me skeptically and with suspicion. My love, if you see me with suspicion, then this channel isn't for you. You need to go somewhere where you feel more comfortable. I don't appreciate it being implied that I'm some sort of fraud, that I'm sitting here virtue signaling. Honey, if I was virtue signaling, I would be all, yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah, white women wearing braids, that's ridiculous. Yeah. No. Because that's all, I know what that's meant to do. It's petty nonsense that's meant to rip women apart over how we do our hair, whose hair, what. You know, black women are always saying, don't worry about how we do our hair. So don't worry the fuck how anybody does their hair. Shit is weird, honestly. Shit is weird. Okay? Because I was called suspicious and basically implying that I'm a fraud, let me make clear that I have checked that I'm a fraud because of I've dealt with black men. I have checked the black man that I'm with over these exact issues, and it's already been on my channel for months. But in case you missed it, here it is again. Hey, sorry, I accidentally clicked off for some reason.
That's okay.
That's
okay.
But I guess go ahead.
I wanted to finish what I was saying. You ready for me?
Yeah. Like, what do you say to women who are saying basically that they're like losing their ability to empathize with men, especially a lot of the black men who have like, you know, who've like talk so much shit and be like, oh, like, you know, we don't fuck with black women anyway, and you know, but then whenever it's Black Lives Matter comes up, they're the ones who are expected to stand in between black men and police, and they're the ones expected to be out there rallying for, you know, black men to have prison reform and all this stuff. But then they're the ones impacted by these insane rates of domestic violence, you know, single motherhood, you know, being caught in the crossfire. Their kids are getting hit. The schools are destroyed by this.
All right, well, what I say to those women in particular is, don't give up. You know what I mean? Don't give up. It's not. You can't categorize everybody off of that. You gotta. There is some people that's worth. You know what I mean? There is people out there that it's worth not giving up on. And I'm not gonna lie. Some guys you definitely gonna give up on because fucking, you know, they do throw black women to the side because it's like they might have been going through some stuff, and it doesn't have to be because of you. It could have been because of somebody.
Like, what do you mean not throw them to the side? Women have none of these people have any responsibility to a criminal man, or to like keep up with him, or to like, you know, stand by his side. It's kind of a bullshit thing to say.
That. But what I'm saying is that I don't think that they should just give up on everybody because of that. If that's the case, all right. If you want to do that, just go date another race then. If you're so tired of black people, date another race then.
But that, yeah, I mean,
that's where they're getting at. There's nothing else to say to that. Oh,
my point is, Daryl, that's not the issue. Now you're acting bitter all of a sudden. My point is that on the one hand, We want criminal justice reform because we see that. I will defend black women despite the fucking nasty, vitriolic, and disgusting things that are routinely said to me on these social media platforms, because none of that shit undoes how precious black women, or the black women that are in my life, have been to me. So you want to buy all this liberal, and it is you fucking if you're still supporting the Democratic Party as listen, that's on you. All right, that's on you. I can't speak for whatever. You got to make the best decisions for what you think are going to impact you. But no, black community is my community. Fuck out of here. And I don't need to justify that to anybody. You don't know me. You don't know how I live. You see the fucking few political videos that I put up on this screen. You don't know my life. You don't know how I'm connected to what community or who's in my life or whatever. I'm not asking permission. But here you go with some proof. I will always put black women above black men. Just because I've dealt with black men doesn't mean I ever put black men over black women. Black women come first and always have and always will. Black women come over white men. White women come before fucking black men. White women come before white men, period. I am female-centered, and I will continue to be female-centered. Okay? I love men, period. I love the men in my life. It's just like men. I love the men in my life, and I'm going to call out the bullshit when I see it. Doesn't mean that I'm, saying all men are not all men. No. Yeah. I don't... some of you are so heavily programmed, and that's what you want, all good. But I can't, no, I'm not going to sit here and bend over and beg and do all that shit. I'm not with that. I'm trying to focus on real shit. I've allied with black women on so many things. I'm fighting with black women against this gender ideology right now, every day. Bashante Tone, Karen Davis, Gabrielle Clark. There are black women who are in this fight with me, and we are united. I don't have time for the bullshit. I don't have time for the, the squabbling and shit, okay? I worked together with black women when I was in birth work. I work together with black women when it comes to parenting my children, when it comes to parenting other children, when it comes to this community. So no, the health and well-being of black women is absolutely my business. That doesn't mean I'm also going to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, well, I guess we are a life farm. Yeah, I guess I'm, bird shit. Hell yeah, get her, girl. No, fuck out of here. You're going to have to give respect, too. It goes both ways. But at the end of the day, I really think we'd all be served by teaming up against the real problem.